preparing for a specific event. When preparing for a specific event, party, celebration, a little preparation will go a long way. And by the way, everything you've just explored and written down contributes to this and is very helpful. You don't want to fly by the seat of your pants or just wing it or hold your breath until it's over or feel hopeless about it all. So I'm going to help you with a plan. And the reason to have a plan is to stay connected to yourself and accept the fact that you cannot control what others do or how they behave. You do have complete control over your behavior. You get to decide what you want to say in response, if anything. And to know that not all questions need to be answered and not all comments need a response. And if you're a couple, you want to be on the same page. Even if you as a couple are at odds about this issue, don't let other people come between you. Decide together what the party line is going to be, or decide together what you're going to say, if anything, about, and of course, about this issue. So with all that in mind, I want to share a process with you so you can show up with your best self. And you'll have to pause the video after each suggestion. In general, given where you're at right now with this issue, or with this issue of choosing to live a child-free life or become a parent, think about what you need most from your family members, friends, or the people you're about to spend time with. What do you need most from them? And if your answer is nothing, that's fine. But before you think that you need nothing, first think about what you would like, even if it's not possible, even if it's a fantasy. You need to take this one step at a time. If you don't, you're more likely to be reactive, which won't serve you at all. And you will only reinforce the pain you're in. So identifying your needs between you and you is always helpful. So if you want to write about what I just asked, go ahead. It's fine if you want to just acknowledge it internally. With the rest of the questions, I'm going to ask you to write down or type your thoughts out. All right. So think about the event, celebration, or party you're about to attend. Who will be there? What comments or questions might you hear that you're not looking forward to? Go ahead and write them down. You might not, of course you don't know, but guess. Or, write down your worst fears. And once they're written down, then write down your uncensored response, that inappropriate thing that you're not going to say, but would like to. And don't just think it, write it. Then write down how you'd like to be able to respond, which leaves you feeling good about yourself. Then write down how you plan to respond. Now, this might be the same as what you just wrote, but cut yourself some slack. You might not be ready to speak your mind in the way that you want, but that doesn't mean you can't inch toward it. And once you've written down what you plan to say, then I want you to practice saying your responses in the mirror. And the reason to do this is you want to know what it feels like rolling off your tongue. And you want to hear what it sounds like when you say it out loud. It's one thing to think something, it's another thing to say it out loud and hear it and feel it. So after you do that, then have some fun with it. Try it with different tones of voice. Be incredulous, be sarcastic, be angry, be forgiving, be timid, and play with it. Try it all. And then try it with assertiveness and confidence. This practice will help you feel confident. It will help you stay connected to yourself and to know what's possible. And even if you can't pull it off the way you want to at the next event, it doesn't mean you won't be able to eventually. Sometimes a facial expression is better than words, and I will demonstrate. Let's say someone makes a statement as if it were a fact of life, and you know it isn't. You can respond with, and then say, those hors d'oeuvres look really good. I'm going to find out if there are more. Another response, combining a facial expression and one word, would be, okay. Or, really? And then change the subject. Another response that does not require you to agree or disagree is, well, certainly, that is one way to think about it. Then change the subject or say you need to go make a call. It is your responsibility as an adult to take care of yourself and get your needs met. It is no one else's responsibility to meet your needs. But we can all regress when we're around family, when we're around our family of origin. So try not to be too hard on yourself. Think about recruiting an ally for the holiday season or for an event or celebration. Pick someone who understands your struggle or the pain you're in. The pain of indecision is often experienced as torturous anxiety, as you know. Find someone who will be in your corner. Whether there's someone at the event you're going to or someone you can call or text while you're there. And if you're in the process of trying to become a parent and people know it, but they don't know you have doubts about becoming a parent, you might feel alone. Is there one person who can be your ally, who can hold your struggle without offering any suggestions? And it might be your partner, a family member, a friend of the family, a distant relative, or a second cousin. Try to recruit someone who can hold what you're struggling with. And even if no one knows you're undecided and you have no plan to share that information, at least be your own best friend and ally.